Can you hear me now? I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm gonna put on my wireless lav mic. Hold on, y'all. I gotta put on my wireless mic. Sometimes it does that. Sometimes it doesn't. You know, sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. That's what I got this little bad boy for. You know what I mean? That's what I have. This little fancy little doodad. Sign. All right. I'm gonna use my Movo wireless mini duo. Hold on. All right. So I'm using my wireless Movo microphone, and I'm gonna clip it onto my shirt right here. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Hold on. Okay, cool. I wanted to make sure it was on. And sometimes my microphone does that. Thank you, Jeffrey, for letting me know. Major shout out to Jeffrey, man. He came in clutch, was like, yo, you talking right now. You know what I mean? But your lips is moving, but we can't hear a doggone thing you saying. You pantomiming right now. I was like, oh, man. My bad, y'all. My bad. But anyway, so as I was saying, I got to catch up. You know, I'll make it the shortest version. As I was saying, when I first started my YouTube channel, I spoke very softly. I spoke like this. I was saying, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the very first video here on the channel. And I don't know why. Like, I don't know why. I tried to sound smooth. I tried to sound like Don Juan with it. You know what I'm saying? I tried to sound very Don Juan with it. But I was like, nah, bruh. No, this ain't the move. About 6 or 7 videos later, I was like, all right, cool. I got to start speaking up a little louder. And I only took it up one notch. I only took it up one notch. I was like, so, yeah, today, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to spread some inspiration for you guys. And that was back about 2017 to 2019. But it was weird because when I did my animation reviews here on the channel, I talked like just like this. You know what I mean? I didn't speak in a soft spoken, you know what I mean, tone. Hey, Ryder, thank you for joining the chat. Major shout out to Ryder. Major shout out to Jeffrey. Thank you guys for joining the live stream. And in this live stream, I want to talk about how YouTube changed my life. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. You know what I mean? Check out the content. Check out the next video if you like. And when I started in May 2017, I had like a book of poems like this. I had a book of poems like this, y'all. And major shout out to Ryder. Thank you for the sub, Ryder. Hey, thank you for the like as well. Thank you guys, man. Thank you for showing me so much love and support. But anyway, I had a book of poems like this. And I was saying to myself, oh, I'm watching YouTube videos, right? I was like, man, if these poets here on Button Poetry can do it, I could do it too. It was not as easy as they made it out to be. Because I was first reading my poems where I was just reading through them like this and that, but it was not trying to slow down, sit here in the grass, and then I would stop at the end. Now, even though I speak quickly in the poetry performances you guys have seen in the shorts recently, I can speak and know when to pause. For a perfect example, I got a poetry piece right now. I'm going to read it to you guys. I'm going to read it to you guys. You see this one, or I got my other poetry phone. Give me a sec. Yeah, I use my old phones for poetry. Give me a sec, y'all. Give me just a sec. Give me just a moment. This one is called Levels of Waters, Reflections Upon the Waves. I say, the ocean waves resound with a soft-spoken symphony. Each note speaks to my soul, a unified harmony. I can hear the quaint but beautiful voice from beneath the waters. It beckons my heart. So I close my eyes and dive down further, and here I find an underwater empire resting for eons under the waves. A throne that has been abandoned yet frozen in time, ancient but perfectly preserved as the pinnacle of a bygone kingdom. Even the crown sits on the hilt of this legendary blade, as if waiting for the chosen one to appear and the throne to once again be claimed. And that's how I read it now. You know what I mean? But before I was like, the waves, I'll be like this, for example. The waves resound with a soft-spoken symphony. Each note speaks to my soul, a unified harmony. I can't hear the quaint but beautiful voice beneath the waves. It beckons my heart, so I close my eyes and deep dive down. I would read that fast. I would literally read that fast. And people be like, slow down. I said live stream, people be like, yo, slow down, bro. Like, what did you saying? what are you doing? Like, why are you reading this fast? And not realizing, hold on, the cat. I thought I heard a cat, yeah. I thought I heard a cat. But anyway, long story short, it was crazy because no one ever told me, yo, before they would hear my poems, they're like, yo, because I'm from Philly and Philly talk fast. I don't know what it is. I don't know why we talk fast, but we just talk fast. Hold on, y'all. My kids have a question. Give me a sec. Give me a sec, y'all. It's on.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy.
These are my kids, by the way, y'all. Huh?
I think Ocelot's be like on the other side of Vanessa's house because I saw Muffin looking at something. Muffin was running really fast and then he turned around.
Well, she's gonna give birth to her kittens real soon, Mama. All right, love you.
Okay, I love you. Big ol' hug.
Go bed, Mama. Sorry about that, y'all. I was talking to my daughter, and she was telling me about our previous cat that we had. Yeah. So long story short, when I first started the channel, I knew nothing about it. You know what I mean? And like I said, in Philly, we talk fast. So when I was reading a lot of my poetry performances, I had that Philly mindset, and I was like, yeah, I'm like, and people will be like, yo, slow down, breathe. Breathe. I read one of my poems to my friend, right? In Salt Lake City, Utah. She lived in Salt Lake. And major shout out to my homegirl, by the way. And she would tell me, she's like, your poems are really deep. But the problem is, I can't hear a word you saying. Like, what is this? Like, what? Like, she would read a lot of my poems, and they were jumbled together. Like, you know what I mean? Like, from beginning to the first word to the very last word. The only period was at the very end of the poem. There was no pronunciations, no punctuations, no spaces, no nothing. Everything was spelled correctly, but everything was jumbled together. And that's come from when I used to write poetry when I was in elementary school. I would write like with everything just jumbled together. You know what I mean? Just save space on a paper. You know what I mean? So therefore, even if I'm writing a poem front to back, everything's jumbled together. But I started getting better with that over time. And hold on, ladies and gentlemen, I got a call coming in. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to tell my brother, to call me back after the live stream. But long story short, like, YouTube helped me get better and articulate my words and my poetry pieces, because I had to learn the pronunciations, punctuation, the proper uses of periods at the end of each sentence or paragraph. And that really helped me right then and there. But it wasn't until I started watching like button poetry YouTube videos that I learned all that. So that kind of contributed my growing success with poetry and YouTube. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Technically, make sure it's still connected. Um, yeah, something I plug my mics in, and I have this adapter piece plugged into the end of my wired left mic, and it sometimes helps, but sometimes it doesn't, because this right here will malfunction, and the audio will work. Sometimes it won't. So, hold on, y'all. So yeah, I was having issues where the Movo Mini Duo's transfer case was blinking a red and blue light, meaning it wasn't connected this whole time. So I don't know if it's picking up the actual sound from the phone's internal mic. So I was like, oh no, I want to make sure that I actually have the microphone connected. So that's why I was working on it and everything. But yeah, like YouTube taught me a wide range of skills, and that's because I tuned into a lot of other YouTubers who were covering products. Like if I got a no, it's all good, Vin. Thank you for jumping in the chat. Thank you for jumping in the stream. Major shout out to you, Vin, for checking out the content. But anyway, so if I got a microphone, say for example, off of Amazon or whatever, I would definitely go to YouTube first, do my research on the product. I would like listen to a video or watch a video. Um, I say listen because I could be in the kitchen cooking and I couldn't pay attention to my phone, but I would listen to what the presenter was speaking about, or the host of the YouTube show, channel was speaking about when it comes to the product. So anyway, long story short, I could be watching a video about a tabletop mic. That's why I have the Fi Fine. It's yeah, and it's actual called Fi Fine. Fine. Some people call it Fee Fine, or I call it Fee Fi Fo Fum. That's what I call it. But anyway, it's the Fi Fine table XLR tabletop mic, and it's a boom. It comes with a boomstick where you can, you know what I mean. Like the thumbnail that you see on the channel is actually my microphone, and I don't use it often because my webcam kind of sucks. It's blurry. It's not as clear as this, but the audio is A1 day one. And sometimes I might put it up on the TikTok. Sometimes I won't. But yeah, so long story short, I'll go to YouTube about a product before I order it. I listen to the range, like the range on the left side, the range on the right side. If it's omnidirectional, if it's semi-direct, if it's just semi-directional, which means one direction, I'll listen to the range far away from the mic, up close, and see if this product is worth ordering. And that's like I said, I learned like about lighting. You know what I mean? Major shout out to YC Imaging because he taught me about lighting and the use of videos. And right now, I'm not using the proper lighting, but if I cut this out, you guys wouldn't be able to see me. But I do have another cell phone, so I could like light this up. Hold on. So if I wanted some light, I could go like that, or I could go like this. Hold on, y'all. I can go like this and have some lighting in the video, so that way I'm not killing my car battery, and which I'm not trying to do. But yeah, YC Imaging, he taught me about lighting, and I started checking out content. If I was ever in the market for a car, I would watch Ideal Media. If I was ever for cameras or any lighting for my YouTube, YC Imaging. And that's how I learned about this little wireless little Movo Mini Duo. It's because I was watching two video and they were covering a wide range of mini mics, from Rode wireless mics to Synco wireless mic. That's SYNCO. Synco wireless mics to Sony wireless mics. And one of the products that had the most dynamic sound and the most dynamic range was this microphone you see here clipped in my shirt. I might just clip it to another part of my hoodie because it keeps getting flipped inside out. But anyway, this little doohickey that you see is responsible for the crystal clear audio that you now hear. I want to make sure we're connected here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. There we go. There we go. But anyway, so it was responsible for all the crystal clear sound that you hear. But I didn't know any of that when I first started my YouTube channel. When I was first starting my YouTube journey, I went in blind. I went absolutely blind. I didn't know nothing about microphones, headphones, lighting, area. You know what I mean? Like soundproof walls. I learned from watching my favorite YouTubers. And I would watch them like cover a game, like for example, Genshin Impact. I would watch their video and their background and be like, okay, what is that? That stuff they got in the walls there. And I did my research and it was soundproof walls, mainly what they would use in studios. And I said, okay, cool. So if I speak in a direction towards the soundproof walls, the sound would bounce off and come back to the mic is what I want, because I don't like a lot of the videos I used to do before. You heard a echo. You hear like here in this cabin of this vehicle, there's no echo. There's absolutely no echo and you can hear it. You know, everything is centered into the mic itself. It's centered or it's bouncing off the walls of the car and off the windows and back into the mic. And that's what I really like, because I don't like from it to sound like this. Like if I'm talking, I don't want to sound like I'm repeating myself. You know what I mean? And that's because the sound is taking further to travel and bounce back off that wall, and it's coming back as a bigger wave of sound. So therefore, it's echoing. You know what I mean? And I don't like that. Like, mm-mm. My videos used to sound like that. I was like, oh man. Like I was listening to videos from like 7, 6, 5 years old. Videos on my channel that is actually scripted. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. There's only a handful of them. A lot of the videos I've done on the channel is off the top of my head. You know what I mean? I do my research when I'm content, like or media, much like animated series or TV shows or anything like that. I do my research on voice actors, on the actors, actresses, the premise of the show, the synopsis, and everything like that, and the what do you call it? The platform that the show is broadcasted on. I will cover all that information by studying. It says in the Word of God, study and show thyself worthy, right? Amen. So therefore, I have to study that information before I put a video out. And plus, if you just put off a video from watching the show, right? Say, for example, you watch the show and you didn't like it at all. It's not a Scooby-Doo series. It's its own series, but I'm going to watch the second season. I don't know who asked for it, but I'm going to do a review on that as well because I did a review on Velma last year, but I took the video out because, it was nothing related to what I would usually cover. Matter of fact, the podcast episode is still up on my podcast. For all those who want to find it, it's the Post podcast. And there I talked about the Velma series and I talked about what's wrong with animation today is this series as a whole. And the reason why I'm gonna watch it because I do want to do an honest review of it, much like how I did with Good Times. Because my case study that I want to do is why do these platforms they gravitate toward cartoons with bad writing, bad reviews, hardly anybody watches them, but they put the most financial backing into them. Heck, they greenlight them for 1 or 2 seasons, and I get it. Sometimes animated series takes off in a second season. Sometimes, things could be going absolutely terrible, and my daggone brightness don't went down on y'all. Hold on, y'all. Everything could be going absolutely terrible in the first season, and the second season shock people so hard that they want to definitely go check it out. They definitely will go check it out. Oh, this show is worth watching. Oh, this show is worth watching. I want to go check it out. Okay, cool. You want to go check it out? Check it out. But some people like some shows. Some people like other shows. But I want to do an honest review because I don't want to spread any misinformation. I don't want to give a synopsis off the top of my head. I think the episodes are about or what the entire season entails. If I haven't even seen it, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? That's misinformation. So I want to give you guys some accurate information that I possibly humanly can provide. And I say because we're bound to make a few mistakes. You know what I mean? There's a few YouTubers who made a few mistakes in covering animated series. You know what I mean? And like doing animation reviews. But anyway, as you can tell, a lot of these, videos I do here on the channel, even my live streams aren't scripted at all. They're off the top of my head. You know what I mean? So I really have to think. I really take some time to really think of what to say. You know what I mean? And my thing is, where I come from, it teaches, like the city I come from teaches you to think on your feet and to speak fast as well. So when you're speaking, you know exactly what you said, and you know exactly what the move is. You know what I mean? You know what the next point of the conversation is going to be. So that's one thing about coming from the hood and having a lot of people in the streets teach you some street wisdom. But anyway, so another thing I learned was, once again, scripted videos. Scripted videos help you to accurately speak and articulate your words throughout a video, and you're able to break down information without going and yeah. So in this situation, yeah, in this case, this scenario, you're not going to tune into a video like that. You're going to be like, okay, this person doesn't seem like they know what they're talking about. And I don't think he or she can even articulate the words properly. So I'm going to unsubscribe. There's been people who unsubscribed to my channel because I did videos like that, where I had a lot of ands, and because you can't even go to a business meeting speaking like that. You got to know how to articulate and pronounce your words when you go to a business meeting. Say, for example, you want to start your own business. You want to, come up with a name, or you want a partnership with someone, they have all their chips already stacked up. They want to make sure that your business is worth the risk. They want to make sure that your business is worth their investment and their time. And if you're reading through your contract and you're reading, first, chapter one, article subsection B says, and I think, yeah, you're gonna be like, the person's gonna be like, no, I'm up out of here. you know, so you gotta learn how to articulate your words. You know, and I'll watch YouTubers on, how to properly speak during your videos, and a lot of it is you gotta know when to slow down and talk. And with my friends here on the West Coast, or my friends who are who are from the South, who speak Southern, they'll tell you sometimes you gotta slow down when you talk. I had a friend of mine who speak like that. He be like, you gotta slow down when you talk, because if they can't understand you when you talk, then they ain't gonna listen. You feel me? And I'm like, yeah, yeah. And I can understand where he coming from, because I'm a fast talker. And that's because of the friends I hung out with. They would be like, yeah, bro, let me tell you about the situation right here, for example, right? Like, let me tell you about the situation. Let me tell you about the bull right here, right? So I was working, and this bull come up to me, start talking about this and this and this. Like, but wait. I'm like, bruh, I heard you the first time. Why you telling me to wait so daggone long? Now you got me holding on with bated breath, thinking like the conversation gonna get wild or something. Or the conversation gonna get wild. They're like, wait. Like, bro. They be talking to you like, bro. You know, a lot of people from where I come from, they weren't taught to speak, listen, speak, listen, speak, listen, speak, then listen. Meaning, I get a chance to talk, tell you a little information. I'll listen to you while you talk, and I get to hear your information, and then I get to talk again, and you get to hear me out, and vice versa. No, it was a bunch of like all over each other. I used to hate, right? I used to hate hanging out with my friends. I used to hate hanging out with my friends because all right, I used to drink and I used to smoke. I'm not even gonna lie. When I was in my younger years, when I was like 19, 20 years old, I used to smoke and drink. And we would all be talking and everything like that. Like, what got me out of that mindset was they would talk, which is always fantastic to deal with. So, um, long story short, though, I watch so many different YouTube videos when it comes to many different things, not just equipment that I'm going to need. And like I said earlier, I come from a city, we always talking over each other, me and my friends. And that's what got me out of that mindset. But I started watching videos that taught me how to properly speak and speak professionally and slow down when you talk. You don't always have to be in a hurry. You don't always have to like race and try to get to the point as fast as you possibly can. You have to make sure that person understands the conversation. If you're making a fact video about dinosaurs, maybe if you're making videos about dinosaurs, maybe archaeology is a thing, right? And the history of dinosaurs when they roamed the earth, it's your thing, right? You say, yeah, so back in the Mesozoic era, you start talking like that. They're like, whoa, slow down. Hey, I caught little to none of that information. But if you slow down and you speak, and you be like, back during the era of the Tyrannosaurus Rex, he or she used to hunt. They used to hunt the brontosauruses, but they also had a sleep schedule. So they weren't, no, they weren't out all night hunting. The Tyrannosaurus could eat 3 or 4 times its body weight in meat. You know what I mean? If you spoke like that, you would garnish more viewers versus, Well, the Tyrannosaurus Rex ate this and this and this, and was sharp teeth, and blah, 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 blah. It was a carnivore, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no one's going to understand that. You see, I used to speak so fast and so much. At times, my mom would always call me motor mouth. And as I demonstrated in that poetry reading earlier, I can talk fast. And that's the reason why my mom called me motor mouth. But I learned through watching other YouTubers. Slow down. Enjoy making your videos. Enjoy speaking to your friends. Enjoy talking. Enjoy articulating. You find great joy in conversation, right? You find great joy in conversation when you slow down and you talk. You just, I can hear the other person can hear me, and I can articulate what I'm trying to say. I can, express what I'm trying to say without talking over the other individual. And I learned that all here on YouTube. They have a saying that TikTok taught me this, TikTok taught me that. I'm going to be absolutely 100%. It's very little that TikTok has actually taught me. I learned majority of the skills I've learned on YouTube, when it comes to editing video, software, lighting, equipment, and all that. I learned it all on YouTube. I knew what equipment to get, what equipment to skip out on, and how to properly budget my money. My whole studio consisted of maybe $300 or $400, from the soundproof walls to the table, to the tabletop microphone, to the laptop. $400. And I mean the chair, the office chair that came with it. That's why I said $300. I mean $400, because the mic itself was $150. The table was $89. Right? The chair was $35. The soundproof walls was $30. So, and they come in individual little pads. When you remove them out of the package, they're air sealed. So you got to take it out. You got to put it in some water, squeeze the water out, and it'll puff back up. I didn't do that at all. You know what I mean? I just took them out the pack, stuck them to the walls and everything. I stuck them to the walls. I ain't even going fraud. I ain't even going to lie to y'all, ladies and gentlemen. I just stuck them to the wall, called it a day. I was like, you know what? Screw this. I can't even find my glasses, y'all. Oh, here they go. I had them behind me. So that's how I learned on how to make a lot of the content that I'm making. But that all started the day I got serious with YouTube. In 2019, I decided to take a step further, because I didn't like the sound of the audio. I didn't like the sound, like the topics of my content. You know what I mean? I really felt as if, okay, let me just struggle by. Sorry about that. That was my neighbor. But I really felt as if the market was oversaturated with animation review channels. So I said, all right, cool. I tried to put my own little spin on animation review by doing poetry at night, animation review videos during the day, or like switch it up. Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, or Monday through Thursday, do animation reviews. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, do poetry performances, which would have been cool, but it would have confused the YouTube algorithm by saying, hey, where is the demographic for your channel? I mean, yes, I do life, love, relationships outside of poetry. My podcast is even formulated on that. But it took a while to garnish an audience because I didn't have one niche that I stuck to. When I first started my podcast, it was about life, love, relationships, and poetry. So it got like the algorithm, the podcast algorithm has to send it out to many different platforms. Like, oh, okay, we got to find an audience for this guy. This guy want to be all difficult. He want to have he want to be multifaceted. And the reason why I'm multifaceted when it comes to topics is because I don't want to pigeonhole myself or my channel into one corner. And then when I'm out of ideas with poetry, I have nothing else to talk about. And that's why, like, days I feel like, okay, I burnt myself out with writing. I don't want to do poetry performances, because if I do that, then I'm not going to love doing poetry anymore. I'm going to feel like, okay, this is a chore. So what I do, I make content based on, information I researched, or I'll just, do some inspirational videos, motivate the people. Because a lot of the videos I was releasing here on the channel came from me watching motivational videos on YouTube. Once again, learned very little from TikTok. Everything on YouTube. I was watching a Les Brown video, right? And in that video, he said, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. You have to get started to be great, y'all. Meaning you have greatness within. But in order to achieve that greatness, you have to, get started. And you got to start small before you go big. You gotta start small. That's one thing I did. All I started with was a phone. I'm gonna let y'all know a little secret. When I first started this YouTube channel, I didn't have a mic. I didn't have headphones. I didn't have any type of soundproof equipment. All I had was me, my voice, and a cell phone. And when I tested out the internal mic of the cell phone I'm now using, it doesn't sound that bad. It sounds like I'm using a podcast mic, or it sounds like I'm using a lavalier mic, So it kind of like, hold on, y'all. My shotgun mic, the wire wasn't even plugged all the way in. That's why you probably couldn't hear me like that. You probably couldn't hear me like that. But yeah, I mean, um, that's one thing about me. You know what I mean? Like, I make do with what I have. And if you're thinking about starting a podcast, what you're going to need is a microphone, and it doesn't have to be the very, very best. It could be a Blue Yeti, your cell phone, and some headphones. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to need a laptop because I think a Yeti is not, you know, um, a plug-in, like a plug-in to the outlet type microphone. But the only way for it to accurately work is to plug it in your laptop. With my tabletop microphone, I'm using a Zoom 2 mic, and for whatever reason, this phone I'm using, I can't connect my tabletop microphone to. But the other phone I was reading poetry off of, I was able to read it. And I gotta find that phone actually. Lord, y'all, we done lost it. We done lost it, y'all. We done lost it. And I was just reading poems on it. I'll find it in just a sec. When I get off live stream, I'll find it. Oh no, I'm using it for the lighting. Go figure. I'm using it for the lighting, y'all. I'm over there. Oh, we lost the phone, y'all. We lost the phone. But I'm gonna cut this light because I don't want to kill my battery. But anyway, so that's how I learned, about just about anything you hear on YouTube. So I started taking all the ideas that I've learned from like speaking, lighting, sound. Right now, I can't really demonstrate the use of lighting. I do have a secondary studio lamp, but it's windy outside. I don't know if you guys can hear the audio. It is very windy outside. So it'll blow my lamp over. And last time I got excited and I opened my studio mic from the box and I screwed in the light bulb and I accidentally knocked it over. I busted the light. Literally, I didn't even get to use it once. Once I had to go to Walmart the very first day I got my studio light, right? I had to go to Walmart, buy a whole pack of studio lights, and had to replace the bulb. I was so mad at myself. I was so mad, but I have another one that I can bring outside. I haven't even opened it. I ordered a dual lighting set, right? And it like that's so that way you have lighting on one side of the video and you have lighting on the other. Say for example, if I shot my light, directly from my windshield, I put the light outside and I shined it through my windshield and everything. That would have better lighting. But at the same time, the wind will blow it over because it's extremely windy outside. So that's why I'm doing a video in the car. When the weather is indeed cooperative, I can definitely showcase a lot of the items I have. The weather's going to be a little bit rough this week with it being April. The end of April going into May. I can't believe we're entering May this week, y'all. We're entering May. I think that what what's tomorrow? Tuesday 30th. Yeah, Wednesday gonna be May 1st, y'all. Man, We already in the middle of the year, y'all. We already in the middle of the year. It's over with. It's over with. If you had any wintertime plans, you know what I mean? It's over with. We going directly in the summer. But yeah, y'all. But yeah. Um, that's the thing. Like a lot of the information that I now know, that I now implement into the latter to a portion of the videos I make now, I implemented them from watching other YouTubers. And even when I would listen to other podcasters speak, you know what I mean? When it came to my podcast, I would be like, okay, they talked about this, they talked about that. You know, they would articulate their words slowly. They'd be like, hey, well, so and so, what do you think about this topic? Okay, when we're talking about relationships, what's the middle ground for a couple? Is it to go 50-50 on bills or anything like that? Or should a man provide 100%? And they would talk in that manner. They weren't talking like, yo, yeah, y'all. So, yeah, let me tell you about the situation. It was crazy. I was out with a little shorty last week. And I'm like, they're not talking like they in the street. They're talking very softly. They're talking very, profoundly. They're talking very professionally. So, that's how I learned to articulate. I could talk street because I had street friends growing up. I'm from the streets. I never been in the streets, but I'm from the hood myself. I'm from North Philadelphia, from Hunting Park. But I know how to articulate myself. I know how to carry myself. I know how to speak proper. You know what I mean? I know how to act like a productive member of society. So um, with that being said, I had to break that hood mindset though. Because yeah, I could have made a video like, yeah, y'all. So today, y'all, we gonna do some poetry performances, right? Dig this though. Dig this though. I was hollering at my man's about some poetry performance I did earlier. He was like, yo, bro, you might as well showcase them Jones, right? Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me throw something out there, bruh, dog. Why you drawing? Why you drawing though? Why you drawing? Why you giving me these negative comments, bro? Like, can I be like, nah, I couldn't make videos like that. You know what I mean? So I had to break that hood mindset and be like, okay, I want to be me. I want to be me, like genuinely, exclusively, and honestly. I want to be me. I don't want to be known for like this type of behavior, this type of speech, this type of mindset. I want to be me, Matt Foster, me. That's what I want to be. That's who I want to be. So that's how I started watching, like branching out. Like, okay, what am I doing wrong on my channel that I could learn from another channel and implement on this one? Because okay, for all those who don't know, major shout out to everybody in the chat right now. I was going to shut this entire channel down earlier this year. I was like going through it, right? I still had the animation reviews up. Just going through it, right? I was like, this, nah, nah. You know what? I'm gonna make a whole new channel. And I'm gonna do a reaction video tomorrow on my brand new channel. I forgot about that. It's called Poetry and Life YouTube channel. And I was like, nah, I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling this. The views are low on this. The views are low on that. Views on this. The comments are low on this. The likes are low on that. Like, you know what I mean? So I was saying, I'm just going to shut this whole channel down, But it was somebody who left a comment and said, great video. And that's all it was. It was like one of my animation reviews. And I was like, dang, I left that video up like from 6 years ago. I covered this video like 6 years ago. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm playing with some filters right now, trying to brighten it up. But yeah, so I was saying to myself, what can I do on my channel that I can implement some ideas and really make an impact? Because I wasn't feeling it before. I really wasn't. I was like, next, you know what I mean? I'm going to chop this whole channel down and start from the ground up. Like the logo you see here on the live stream, right? The logo I use for the live stream was going to be the logo I use for the very next channel. Name and everything. I was going to use that for the very next channel. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm not feeling this and this and this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to edit this out and then I'm just gonna make a whole new channel. But somebody left me that comment, and major shout out to whoever that was. And I was like, man, these long format videos be popping sometimes with people. But what it was, even though I didn't take any heart in it, you know what I mean? I put my heart into the video, but I really didn't take no type of feeling towards the video. If it got reviews, if it got comments, if it got likes, if it got shares, okay, cool. If it didn't, oh well. But to someone else, it meant a lot. To someone else, it meant everything. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, all right, cool. I started seeing some comments and everything like that. Like, okay, good video. Somebody left me another comment a couple days later on one of my poetry performances. Say, hey, great cadence. Great poetry performance. Great prose. Prose meaning prose, meaning how you pronounce your poem, how you speak throughout your poetry piece. You know, and I started seeing comments left and right. So I decided to revive this channel instead of shutting it down. I was like, all right, cool. People actually like it. People enjoying the content on this channel. So what I'm gonna have to do is restructure this entire channel, and that's what I did. So I don't know, y'all. Though, back to the topic of that Velma series. I don't know. I really don't know. I barely, I barely cared about the first season. Barely cared about the first season. So this is going to be a bit tough to actually have to sit through the entirety that is the second season. And my thing is, y'all, I don't get it. I really don't understand why HBO Max would greenlight a season 2. Oh yeah, wait a minute. They greenlit Velma for series 2 before season 1 even aired. So I'm gonna be mad, y'all, if Good Times get a second season. I'm gonna be mad. I'm not watching. I'm not watching that one. All my friends like, Matt, you gonna do a review on that one? Bruh, nope, nope, nope. Unless they change the name of the show, take out all the ignorant, arrogant stereotypes, then maybe, a strong maybe, you know. But if they don't change the name of that Good Times remake, boy, I ain't watching that, bruh. I'm not watching the season 2. But my thing is, I don't get it because a lot of these streaming services they gravitate towards negative uh, 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 negative feedback. You know what I mean? They gravitate towards shows that are abysmal in writing. They're abysmal in animation and abysmal in being relative to its core audience. It's like who can relate to Velma? Nobody. Who can relate to the Good Times remake? Nobody. But shows that have good character, good character development, good storytelling, and are AAA with the audience in its demographic. They're like, nah, we're gonna can this show. No, we're not doing it, ladies and gentlemen. Not at all. Get rid of this one. Oh, it's doing extremely well. Let's get rid of it. That's their whole thought process. I don't understand it. I don't understand it, y'all. You got me batting 100 on this one. Hold on, y'all. I think my door is open. Like they got me batting 100 on this one. So to that I say, let's just see what this season 2 is going to entail. I mean, I saw like a partial spoiler because I was watching the roundtables, review on the Velma season 2, but I didn't watch all of it because I didn't want to be. So I was like, all right, cool. But I was like, man, I just can't. Like, who asked for this? Like, out of all animated series, who asked for this? And sorry about that. That's my cat meowing out there. Like she's an indoor outdoors cat, and if you bring her inside when you think that she wants to be in the house, she'll dart right back outside. So I'm like, all right, cool. She'll sit right in our window of our house when she's ready to go inside and everything. Right now, she's just roaming around having a good time. But um, yeah. So long story short, I can't get with any of these shows. You know, I do, however, Lord forgive me for saying, I did watch the BMF. Um, I don't know, what do you call that series? BMF series. I call it a documentary because that's what it seemed like, but it's a reenactment of everything. But anyway, I did, however, watch season 1 and 2 of BMF, and that's a show I watch with my cousin. God rest his soul. But I usually stay away from explicit content like that. I mean, I don't try to get into all that. But I was like, you know what? It has good character. It has good character development and good storytelling, and it's all accurate. Everything that has ever happened to Big Meech or his associates. And long story short, I got into that and everything, and I'm about to get on the season 3 and start watching that. But I gotta pause from that to watch this Velma series. I'm like, bruh. And speaking of, while we're on animation, I heard Kingdom Hearts is getting a movie. I don't know, y'all. I just saw a couple YouTubers talk about it, and they're supposed to get an animated series. I don't know. Me personally, I think they're about 12 to 14 years too late. I mean, to commemorate Kingdom Hearts, yes, it's awesome to solidify its legacy. Major shout out to Tetsuya Nomura and Disney for this. But what story are you going to tell on the big screen that we have not yet seen as Kingdom Hearts fans? We haven't already seen it, bro. We've seen everything. We heard everything. We had the Ultimania, bro. That's it, bro. That you're too late. You're too late. You're too late. Come up with something else. But then again, video game adaptations, have shown to do good at the box office. Look at the recent Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario Bros. From the last Nintendo Direct has a part 2 coming out. I don't know when, but they're working on it already. So which should do dynamite. You know what I mean? I'm just waiting for a Smash Bros. Movie. I'm waiting for that. You know what I mean? All of the Nintendo universe comes together and they make a Smash Bros. Brawl or Melee freaking movie. Yes, sir. Let's go. I would start listing off names who I think should play certain characters. I lie to you not. That'd be dope. You know what I mean? That'd be an all-star cast if I ever saw one. You know what I mean? For real. Everyone from Jack Black to freaking Samuel L. Jackson and that, bro. What? What? That would be so dope. A Smash Bros. Brawl, movie. Oh my gosh, that'd be dope. That'd be lit, y'all. That'd be lit. That'd be better than what we got on TV. But honestly, though, when it comes to animation, we need something like Naruto and storytelling, or like Avatar: The Last Airbender on Nickelodeon, or Korra the Last Airbender. You know what I mean? Like we need something like that when it comes to or Korra the last Avatar or whatever. But anyway, long story short, we need something like that on TV to really make a splash of an impact because they were revolutionary shows for their time, both Korra and Avatar, and also what was the other show I mentioned? I slipped my head, y'all. This is why I write scripts for my videos now. Anyway, Korra and Avatar, they were definitely impactful shows because of their storytelling, the character development. Yes, they have filler seasons. Lord, who remembers Naruto's filler seasons, bro? We thought that we would never get to the end of the story, bro. What? What? Bro, we grew up before the characters did. That's how you know it had too much filler. We was like, bro, come on with this nonsense, bro. We like, come on with this nonsense. So, yeah, that's why animation today it lacks that magnetic, relationship with its core audience. Not just the core audience, with the audience in general. Like, it doesn't have that. It doesn't gravitate towards the audience. Most people cut on Velma today and be like, "Who asked for this?" Like, you might get like one or two lines, you go, "Huh, huh, huh," where you laugh and whatnot, and it's like a slight fake laugh, or mm. And that's what it was for me watching the Good Times remake. Was mm. The funniest part of the Good Times remake and the highlight of the entire series, right, was the Jay-Z AI car. When I heard I got 99 problems, I feel bad for you, son. I said, bro, I almost melted up my chair. I said, this man did not give the Jay-Z reference with the Jay-Z tone. That was the highlight of the whole show. That was the funniest part of the entire show. Because the rest of it was arrogant, ignorant, disrespectful, stereotypical, racist. I said, bro, Lord, I don't know if they're going to greenlight a season two. If they do, I'd be surprised. I'd be like this, bro. Mm, mm, okay. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, bruh, you really going to do that? Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Netflix, you really going to take it there? You really going to take it there? All right. All right. I mean, Netflix, think about it. You really going, all right. You know what I mean? That's how I was going to be. If they would have got a season two for the Good Times, nah, bro, I wouldn't have been with it. I'd have been like, all right, I'm definitely taking all streaming services off my phone. Ain't no way, bro. What? The backlash show would have hit this daggone platform. You tripping. But yeah, that's why, I have a select few shows that I do watch. It has to have good character development, good storytelling, even in video games. I will not play all video games, bruh, if it don't have good storytelling. And the reason why I brought up the Kingdom Hearts movie, I'm going to segue into this. I played Kingdom Hearts when it first came out on the PS2 back in the day, back in 2002, right? My buddy let me hold this video game disc. All I saw on it was a boy with big feet, Donald Duck, and Goofy. I said, whose man's made this daggone game? Like, what's this about? Why am I playing this? Like, all right, cool. Because I was playing GTA San Andreas, right? I said, all right, cool. I'm tired of shooting up the city. You know what I mean? Swimming across land, putting in cheat codes for guns. Because I already beat the entire story in San Andreas. So I was just putting in cheat codes for everything else and all that. And I was, I'm tired of this game. I want to play something else. And my buddy, he let me hold that joint. His name was George. George let me hold Kingdom Hearts. I played it, and I'm not gonna lie. That main menu music got me. It got me, y'all. It got me. When I heard Dearly Beloved for the first time, let me see if I got it on my phone, y'all. Let me see if I got it on my phone. Like I said, I dropped my other phone. Oh, I don't think I got it, y'all. I don't think I got it. It's all good. Let me see if I can find it. Y'all, I don't think I have it, y'all. I'm trying to find that phone. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to find that phone. I'm gonna have to get out the car and check. So hold on real quick while I get out and check this. Oh wait. Once again, I'm using it as lighting. I'm tripping. I'm searching my bag and everything. Once again, y'all. Keep forgetting. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna cut this light on in the process while we doing this. When I first heard, right, all the way down to my list of music. I don't have it on this one. Let me see. Let me see. So I was thinking about using these tracks for It's not in this app, ladies and gentlemen, but nah. When I first heard this theme, ladies and gentlemen, not this one. Hold on, I picked the wrong video. Hold on, y'all. When I first heard this, y'all. When I first heard Shion's theme, y'all. When I first heard that, I was definitely sad. I was all right, cool. Hold on, yeah, my light cut out, y'all. I think that phone battery died. Give me just a moment, y'all. Give me just a moment. Give me just a moment. Trying to set my lighting back up. I want to make sure my battery didn't die. So when I heard Shion's theme, ladies and gentlemen, I definitely was sad. I was heartbroken. Yeah, the battery did die. Sorry, y'all. We wanted to put the flashlight on this phone. So when I heard Dearly Beloved and Shion's theme, some of the themes you heard tonight, well, I played Terra's theme from uh, Kingdom Hearts, and Terra is one of the Birth by Sleep characters, the Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep characters. And when I heard his theme, it just definitely pumped me up. I was like, oh, I gotta like when I first heard this theme, like when I played Birth by Sleep years ago, I was like, bro, I got to work out to this theme. And I would like have that on my phone and I would play that YouTube video of Terra's theme on YouTube and I would just work out to it. It made me feel so heroic. I got all pumped up. Boy, listen. But yeah, when I first heard Dearly Beloved, you know what I mean? And I cut on that PlayStation and I was like, man, this game got me, yo. It got me. It got me, yo. I'm gonna leave the link to it here at the end of the live stream, so you guys can check it out and everything like that. So, um, but it definitely made me. It caught me within the first 30 seconds of that press start screen. So I wanted to see what the game was about. I press start, see this little boy standing on the beach with a little like fish stick in his mouth. I don't know what it was. Like if Sora had like a fish in his mouth or a fish bone in his mouth, and he sat on the beach and his feet was inside the ocean or whatever. And I heard Dearly Beloved for the first time. I said, okay, cool. I'm gonna check out this game. And you begin on this island called Destiny Island, right? And there's three kids. Well, it's like six of them because they got the Final Fantasy IX crew, Titus, Selfie, Waka, and besides them is Sora, Riku, and Kairi. I don't know why six kids were marooned on an island, no food or water whatsoever, because their parents brought them over there. But you got when you zoom out of the camera of Destiny Islands, it's nothing for miles. Literally, it looked like you are marooned there. You're stuck there. You might as well get rid of your cell phone. That's going to be the rest of your life out there, you know. But in the cutscenes, it's shown that if you take the boats, you can go into town and everything, get off the island, go back in town. But as far as these kids can see, this was their little island. Anyway, so it follows the story of Sora, Riku, and Kairi. I don't know why my man's had size 17 feet. I'm talking about Riku. He had size 17 feet with the blue pinstripe Nike specials on. But I was like, bro, somebody holler at they mans for a lot of character design because I guess that was to make it as cartoony as possible. The characters had big hands, you know, Sora with his sausage fingers and freaking Mickey Mouse sized boots. And it used to always crack me up because for all those who play Kingdom Hearts, y'all know Sora had that weird jump back in Kingdom Hearts 1. And he would jump with his legs wide open. It's weird. It was so weird and hilarious. And They had like this platform game where you had to race Riku, so that way if you won the race, you could actually name the boat. You know what I mean? That they all get on to leave the island, and it's all for nothing because it's absolutely all for nothing simply because the Heartless, which are these demon entity looking things, shadow looking things, they attack Destiny Island and it's like a wrap from there, and it's like canceled the entire plan. But my thing that always dawned on my brain when I used to play Kingdom Hearts, right? I would beat the game, start all over again, and I was like, bro, where are they going? They got all these rations and stuff like that for the boat. They got the boat, the river rafts itself, but where are they going? Like where? They wanted to go see other worlds, but where? Those kids would have died at sea. We'd have never got the story of Sora in Kingdom Hearts 4. He would have died early. In Kingdom Hearts 1 going out into the ocean, boy. But it's just what it is. So um I played that. I played Final Fantasy. I played Grand Theft Auto. I played Forza Motorsport. Racing games nowadays are my go-to because I love cars. I absolutely love cars. Cars are my forte. You know what I mean? So I love Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo is my baby when it comes to all video games. Gran Turismo is like my favorite. And that's because you could customize your car. You could go to the car dealership and buy a car. You could get the oil change in the car. You could wash the car. You could like put the game in photography mode, and you could take pictures of your car either in your garage or locations around the world. And I would always put it in garage mode. They had this nice little funky little jazz laid back tune they would play when you were in the garage mode. And when you were photography mode, you had a wide selection of music to listen to while you're photographing images of your car. And you could photograph it in ways where it seems like you're driving the car, but you could take pictures of the car at different angles. And it was really cool. You know what I mean? It really was cool. But my thing is I played Gran Turismo. I played what was it? GTA. GTA is another cool one. You know, Everybody was like, "Yo, do you play GTA 6? You gonna play that when it come out? Maybe I might play GTA 6. You know what I mean? I might play it. It's based in Florida. I got family in Florida. I got an older brother in Florida, so I'm really excited to definitely play it when it releases. But I played NFL, and I played Madden NFL. I played NBA 2K. I don't know, like I'm not really big on the sports. I'm not knocking those games. You know what I mean? They really have good story too. I played the NBA 2K23, and they have good character storytelling too. You know what I mean? I like when because you got to go into like a creative character mode, and um, you have to sit back and create your own character, and you gotta like play from the ground up. You gotta play from the streets, and you gotta get drafted into the league a little bit. You gotta play in the D League and all that. And once you play in the D League, you know what I mean. You work your way up to the league. You get a coach. You know what I mean. A coach that will, or not just a coach, but what do you call that? A team franchisee who would speak to you. Once you make it into the league, you get a team franchisee that would speak to you on a daily basis, like, yo, how your workouts going? How you doing this? You know what I mean? What's your dietary plan? You sleeping good? Da, da, da. Okay, well, you have a game against the Boston Celtics this day, and da, 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 da. And you play the game normally how you would, but you'll get interviewed by not just ESPN and all that. You get like after game conference, and then you would speak to your franchisee, your coach again. It was really cool, you know what I mean? And then you would get like your family calling you, like, yo, bro, I saw that game, bro. Like, and if you lost or you won, oh man, it was really cool. And definitely, if you won the game, you got your aunt, your cousin calling you and all that. That was really cool that they implemented into the game. But my thing is, like I said, I love Gran Turismo, you know what I mean? Because I used to play Midnight Club Dub Edition back in the day. Rockstar made that racing game, and it was really cool. I used to have a Chrysler 300 with the rims on it. I remember when they first came out with Dub Edition, right? They first came out with Dub Edition. Check this, y'all. They first came out with Dub Edition. There was a special version, Chrysler 300C, that you had to unlock. It was the Hemi version, and it had all chrome TIS rims on it. TIS was a company that meant 20 inches strong. and they had some chromed out dubs on it. You had to win that joint through a contest, through a racing contest and everything, bruh. I used to hate that joint. The last race of that joint, they used to smoke me with this daggone Dodge Magnum. I used to hate it. But then once they discontinued making Midnight Club, Gran Turismo picked up the mantle of car customization. And it allowed you, they allowed you to be a little wild with it sometimes, because I had a Cadillac Cian with gold Dayton's on it. It was hilarious. I would enter the International B Racing, right? And I would enter a lot of the races with my Cadillac Cian as an exotic car. That's a 12-cylinder exotic vehicle that Cadillac made. It looked like a Lamborghini the way it was designed. Google it. Cadillac made only 3 of those cars, and they only made maybe 5 Cadillac 16s. But anyway, Midnight Club had the Cadillac 16 as a special unlock car once he beat the game. But the Cadillac Cian was in Gran Turismo, and you had to, like, I guess it was a tournament. You had to unlock that joint, and it was pretty tough. It was pretty hard too, because I had a Nissan Skyline. Thankfully I boosted my daggone Skyline all the way up. I beefed that joint all the way up. All kind of upgrades, all kind of tires. You know what I mean? I would, like, the racing tires were A1 day one. So when the light turned green, I took off the line on them. But if it wasn't for my Nissan Skyline, I would have never beat that race to get the Cadillac Cian. But anyway, so I had a Cadillac Cian silver with gold Dayton's on it. So I'm racing through. You get your Lamborghinis, you got your Ford exotic race cars and all that. You got all kind of exotic race cars from different companies, and then you see this daggone Cadillac Cian with gold rims on it. It was hilarious. And then I would enter the rally car, not the rally car, the race car, the professional race car championships. They would have not the Formula One cars. I think they were the Formula Ones. No, 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 no. They were the sponsored racing cars, like your Red Bull, your Xerox, or say, for example, Ford or Frosted Flakes will be all advertised over the race car or whatever. Once again, I had the silver Cadillac Cian with gold Dayton's. I used to race everybody. It used to be so hilarious. It used to be so hilarious. It's at 3, 2, 1 here. Wah, 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 wah. I'm like, bro, I used to hate losing in that joint. So I used to, like, knock people off into the dirt. I'm like, nah, bro. I would drift around the corner and hit somebody's car into the dirt pit. Like, yeah, I ain't losing this race. Like, I used to be a sore loser. But yeah, I played all kind of different games. You know what I mean? One of the things I spoke about with GTA 6, though, with GTA 6, but GTA 5, though, was you could switch between a multitude of characters: Trevor, Michael, or Franklin. And Franklin would sometimes be walking shop if you switch to him. If you play as Trevor, you know what I mean? If you, like, say, for example, you got police heat on, you went up to the mountains, try to get away from the cops, you switch to Franklin, he could be walking shop. If you decided, okay, I'm bored with playing as Franklin, I want to see what Michael's up to. Michael's doing yoga in his house, or he's sitting on the couch drinking a beer. You know what I mean? And that was the cool aspect of GTA 5. So I'm really excited to see what they implement in GTA 6. You have 2 characters that you play as. And at first, I guess they were supposed to be brother and sister, but now they're boyfriend and girlfriend, like Bonnie and Clyde type situation. But I don't know how they're going to outdo 5. When you only have 2 characters to play as. 5 kind of outdid them on that, but you had 3. You know what I mean? You had 3 characters, plus the online mode is still going strong. And for all those who don't know, GTA 5 came out in 2013. That was 11 years ago. 11 years ago. And that game is still going strong, even though they already advertised for GTA 6. The trailer already dropped. And when you already know, it's only a couple years away, like a year or 2 away from release when they drop the trailer. You know what I mean? So, and the game's still going strong. So they're really going to Rockstar is really going to have to go above and beyond with making GTA 6, more popular than 5. Besides the number, besides the region, I think it's a really cool look that we're going back to not Liberty City, the Device City. You know what I mean? So, especially in the updated version, you get to go up and down the coast now and all that, and all kind of unlockables. That's really cool. I'm looking forward to that. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to that. Somebody asked me before, have I played Persona? And no, I have not absolutely at all played Persona, but I have seen Let's Plays of that game, and it's really cool, and I definitely want to play it, most definitely. They have a version for mobile. I might download that tonight and get into Persona and see what it's about. Because if I play Genshin and we dealt with the amount of copium we dealing with now, you know, like this game came out in 2020, okay, during the pandemic, and we still ain't get to the end of this dang game yet. I'm like this. My personal perspective is this: when they first came out with Genshin Impact, leakers found out that Liyue, one of the regions of Geo, was already unlocked in game, but you had to wait till November to actually, go into Liyue. So you gave us Mondstadt and Liyue, but we had to wait a year later for Inazuma. Then a year later for Sumeru. Then a year later for Fontaine. And now we're in 2024. We gotta wait till August, the end of summer, to get Natland. Bro, if you just don't patch in the entire game so we can get done with it, they already said that the developers of Genshin already said that Genshin Impact is no longer their main focus. They already have all the prerequisites set for Genshin Impact 2. It's called Genshin 2. I don't know why. That like one of the game devs spoke at a university in Japan or China and said that they're working on Genshin 2. The synopsis of the story is already done. Most of the game is already done. They just have a little bit of finishing touches before they could debut it and put it out there. You know what I mean? And went at a set date. I'm like, bro, you had to make a Genshin 2 because Genshin Impact is all screwed up. The amount of in-game rewards suck. Every yearly reward season suck. And that's why I play Honkai Star Rail personally. But I play a multitude of games. You know what I mean? But when I don't have time, ladies and gentlemen, I definitely will play my mobile games. But yeah, so that's just a little bit about me. And like I said, like I'm going to dive deep tonight into this Velma season 2. There, I said it without throwing up. I said it without throwing up. So I'm going to get into Velma season 2 and see what it's about. And check it out and give an honest review. You know what I mean? I do apologize for the video of how YouTube changed my life. We had a family emergency situation, so I couldn't put out that video today. So I'm going to have to wait till Wednesday to release it. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But I'll probably do another live stream tomorrow to talk to you guys and see what's up. You know what I mean? If the weather is permitting, I really want to start bringing a lot of my equipment outside. I'm about to say a lot of my content. I really want to start recording a lot of my content outside, as now that we're in officially full in the spring season. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to tonight's live stream. Smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, subscribe if you're new. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I can't stress that enough. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Smash that thumbs up. Comment in the comment section what you enjoyed about this live stream, what you didn't enjoy about it. You know what I mean? I love you guys. I thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace. Good night, and God bless y'all.